Listen, this situation we're about to review is polarizing. Certain people think that one side is in the right, others think the other side is in the right. So we're going to tackle this together, man. Let's get into it.
What would you do if somebody put your grandmother in a chokehold?
They just jumped all over me and choked me.
It happened at a small grocery store near Houston, and it was caught on camera.
Not one single charge has been found.
Listen, whenever I see this guy or Benjamin Crump or Al Sharpton, my antennas go up. Now, for you guys who don't know who this is, he's like a newsman slash activist in Houston. Whenever there's a race issue, man, he's frontline marching and race baiting. It's always about a race with this guy, bro. If all my life I had to fight was a person, it's this guy.
She found a $50 bill on the floor, but the store clerks did not let her leave with it. It's a story that has everybody talking on social media, and the Shade Room just got the full video. Betty Smith, she's a 65-year-old grandmother battling cancer. And on January 15th, she says that she thought she was gonna die. Not from cancer, but from 3 white store clerks at the Lindemann grocery store in Industry, Texas. She says that she found $50 on the floor. She thought that it was her lucky day, but clearly that wasn't the case.
I want y'all to comment right now before y'all watch the rest of the video, just in case y'all opinion change. What's the protocol for finding money in public spaces? Do you turn it in to the establishment? Do you put it in your pocket and walk away if nobody is nearby who's claiming it? What's the protocol when you find a money in a public space?
Look at here, I said, my lucky day.
But that joy didn't last long. This is new video of Betty Smith moments before the physical encounter. You can see her walking up to the cash register, reach down, and pick up a $50 bill. She then shows the clerk.
Are you on the phone or are you talking to me? You. I thought this on the floor. Oh, that was Caleb.
The clerk realized it belonged to Caleb, a friend of hers who 6 minutes earlier was seen here on surveillance video drop the $50 bill as he checked out and left the store. Betty Smith told the workers that she felt more comfortable giving the money to either Caleb directly or the store owner.
To me, that request was unreasonable. The request would make more sense if she found the money outside the establishment and a random stranger stopped her and told her, listen, that $50 you found belongs to my friend. And her asking the random stranger to make the friend available before she hands over the $50 will make more sense than finding the money inside of the establishment right next to checkout, and the checkout cashier is telling you the person who dropped that is a friend of ours / employee who works here. And your response is make the owner of the store available or have the person come back to the store to claim it. Yeah, I think she wilding for that one, but it just could be, listen, she's on hard times. $50 could have been really helpful and useful at that moment, and she just didn't want to let that $50 go.
What about if I'm bringing back and giving it to the owner? Not gonna happen. I'm the manager, so if you ain't the owner though, but I'm the manager for the store. We have cameras, ma'am. I can call Austin County or I can call our owner up here right now.
They threatened to call the Austin County Sheriff's Department on her, but Smith wasn't scared. That's when things went left.
I don't give a damn about you're not leaving with your money. I am too. We have cameras. There's cameras. Because you picked it up off the floor. It's not yours. You admitted that you had found it on the ground. Don't do an old woman like that. I don't give a how old you are.
Hey, yo. Now, she out of bounds, bro. Now, I can understand probably working the cashier 8 hours. You're tired. You're frustrated. But regardless, bro, working customer service, man, you have to maintain a certain level of professionalism. And snapping at a 60-year-old woman and saying, I don't give a F how old you are, using explicit language. First off, just saying that to any older person is crazy, right? You respect your elder. But saying that while you're at work, clocked in, dealing with a customer, and your manager is right next to you, that's crazy. And to the manager, bro, can you manage something? Like, can you manage your employee? Like, your employee is cussing out a customer while you're just there doing nothing. That's insane.
Smith starts walking out of the store. The 2 female clerks and a 3rd male clerk rush over and lock the door.
Bruh, it's $50. Now, it's hard for me to figure out or decipher if they're going above and beyond because it's $50 and it's their job, or if they're going above and beyond because they have a certain level of loyalty to their friend Caleb and they don't want their friend Caleb, who they love, to lose out on $50, bruh. But nonetheless, bruh, like, if doing too much was a person, it's dumb, bro. Like, listen, no job is worth this level of stress and headache in your life. Now, it's hard for me to figure out if they're doing this over a job or if they're doing this because they love their friend Caleb and they don't want him to lose out on his $50.
Smith then starts ramming her cart into the girl in the white who identified herself as a manager. You can see Smith reaching for the manager before one of them locks her arms around Smith's neck.
Y'all are kidnapping her right now. Like, y'all are kidnapping her. You can't legally detain somebody if you're not law enforcement, right? You're not a law enforcement personnel. You are kidnapping somebody right now by closing the door and blocking their exit. That's kidnap. Now, the old lady reached for the manager's neck, right? She was attacking her. And then the other girl who's in pink, like the 6'5" linebacker for the Kansas City Chiefs, she then attacked the older lady to restrain her. Now, we're about to see if she took the restraining to where she just restrained her, or if she is about to attack and brutalize the old lady. Because I feel like at this point, like, this is where, like, things is getting dicey, right? Because if you just restrained her and hold her back from attacking somebody else, then it's really hard to fault you. But if you brutalize her, if you are choking her out and brutalizing her, that's when you just went too far. And it's going to be a real sticky situation for you.
They just jumped all over me and choked me.
You're not leaving the store with the $50.
The audio then cuts in and out because police say only certain cameras in the store pick up audio when motion is detected. Several minutes go by. You can tell by the neck rolling that heated words were exchanged. Smith's family shows up first. That's Destiny Cyrus, her granddaughter in the white. She went on Fox Houston to tell her side of the story.
I was begging them to let her out. I didn't come up there to start any confusion with anybody.
Man, I thought for sure how aggressive the old lady was, bro, that she done raised at least like 10 to 15 kids who was just as aggressive as her, bro. Nah. Tell me the family ain't sent the only diplomatic one, bro. The granddaughter came trying to negotiate, bro. Like, please let my grandmama out. Listen, if the real savages would have came, if the real daughters the grandmama actually raised would have came, they would have broken in that bed and gotten grandmama out of there, bro. Right? The family sent the one diplomatic family member, bro, to come in that bitch and negotiate. Nah, that's foul, bro. You supposed to put in work for your grandmama, man.
Even though everything had went on.
You went to the store.
Yes.
You can see Destiny get into a scuffle with the manager as a deputy from the Austin County Sheriff's Office arrives. Destiny is then put in handcuffs.
He was so worried about arresting me. I asked him later on, could I take a statement? He refused our statements.
Minister Quanell X is an activist in Houston.
Let me show you how racist the police is. The police arrest the black girls, her granddaughters, for defending the grandmother, but did not arrest the white girls or the white male for assaulting, beating, and choking the elderly black lady, Miss Betty Smith, the grandmother.
Now, the police walked up to the daughter attacking somebody. Now, did the police have the camera footage that we have when they came up there? I don't think everything can be about race, right? Because if the police had the footage that we have right now, then you would have a case. But if they just walked up and seen a random woman attacking somebody with no context, and then afterwards they got to take a he said, she said approach to it, since there's no footage, I'm sure they'll take the side of the person they saw being attacked. So we really can't reduce that particular situation to just a race thing.
That's a damn shame.
And that was a big question for Austin County District Attorney Travis Cohen, who spent over a month reviewing the case and considering charges not only for the physical altercation, but whether or not Smith should be charged for stealing the $50. In a 15-page release, D.A. Cohen said, quote, Texas law for decades has held that a person commits theft if he or she finds property and takes it despite knowing and believing that the true owner can be found. It also goes on to say that, quote, the customer may have mistakenly believed that the employees were lying about whether the true owner could be found. This belief, although mistaken, could provide a legal defense at trial, end quote. And for that, the grand jury recommended no charges be filed against Smith for taking the $50.
Now that's scummy, bro. Now that's scummy, bro. The D's a scummy motherfucker, bro. How you try to charge a cancer patient who is 60 plus years old with theft, bro? Nah, you a scummy motherfucker for that, bro. Nah, that's scummy. What I personally think, yo, is they knew the cops were in trouble. They knew the police department was in trouble and the store owners were in trouble. No. Forget the store owners. They knew the police department was in trouble. And they're just trying to find some type of, like, lean way through it. You feel me? Trying to, like, say, yo, listen, like, we could charge you with theft if we wanted to, but we doing you a good grace by dropping this. Make sure you don't sue us. I feel like that's what it was, bro. Because they couldn't possibly think about charging this older lady who got cancer with theft.
The DA also claims, quote, that Texas law permits employees to hold the suspected person even after the person no longer holds the stolen property, and those employees had the right to perform a citizen's arrest as the law authorizes them to use the same amount of force that a police officer could under the same circumstances. The grand jury, however, chose not to move forward with assault or abuse charges on both sides because no one was injured as a result of the altercation.
But you guys are saying that's not enough.
We want those 3 white individuals charged for the abuse and violating Mrs. Smith's human and civil rights. And we want them to be charged justly and fairly and let the punishment fit the crime of what they did against Miss Smith.
Listen, I think the employees were overzealous. They were doing too much. They were just too excited. All right, I think Mrs. Smith deserves to sue that store and get whatever she can get from them. But do I think the employees are racist? Do I think it was a hate crime? Do I think they need to be charged with felony assault and do 10 years in prison for that particular incident? No, I don't. Right? Because honestly, even after the manager was attacked, I don't think they were going out of their way to harm her. I think they were trying to restrain her, and just trying to be rent-a-cops, bro. One of the employees, though, should be fired. It's the one in red. The one in red was just unprofessional. First off, she was cussing out a customer in front of the manager. She got a bad attitude. She's unprofessional. She looks like she don't want to be there. But even though she was unprofessional, rude, bad attitude, cussing out a customer, I don't think she's racist. Nor do I think we can reduce the interaction that we just seen to racism. I think it was overzealous employees doing too much, trying to be rent-a-cops. But can we say that this situation right here was a racist situation? I don't think so. But you know who should also be fired? This dude right here. Right? He's the worst dad in the world. Click on this video to figure out why he's the worst dad in the world. I'm going to see you guys in the other video, right? Peace.